Yeah, so this is the 5-star general, J Changer in here today. I'm coming for your job, bro. Make sure you send this to J Changer, the love child. This is the 5-star general, and I am the new presenter in town. You see me? All right. Coming in with the fire. I don't have no lyrics, yeah, but I got the banter, I got the jokes, and I got the scoop. Innit, Shirley? See that there? See that there? Yes.
We don't have to argue with anybody. We don't have to curse and go around acting bad with our words. We don't need any bricks and bottles. We don't need any Molotov cocktails. We just need to go around to these stores and to these massive industries in our country and say, God sent us by here to say to you that you're not treating his children right. And we come by here to ask you to make the first item on your agenda fair treatment where God's children are concerned. Now, if you are not prepared to do that, we do have an agenda that we must follow. And our agenda calls for withdrawing economic support from you. So as a result of this, we're asking you tonight to go out and tell your neighbors not to buy Coca-Cola in Memphis. Go by and tell them not to buy Seal Press milk. Tell them not to buy what is the other bread, Wonder Bread. And what is the other bread come to Jesse? Tell them not to buy Hart's bread. As Jesse Jackson has said, up to now, only the garbage men have been feeling pain. Now we must kind of redistribute the pain.
This is HMP TV in Manchester. Oh my gosh, what a drive up here. 3.5 hours straight on the M1, M something, but we are here in Manchester and it's been fantastic. Not just Manchester, but Birmingham and London. How did this come about? Well, this lady here, Natural November, is her brainchild. Now, last time I interviewed you was a part of when I was working as a presenter for GKTV. Like I say, a big shout out to the team GKTV. I know they're working hard at the moment, getting those videos out there. So do check out their channel. Do support the videos and the artists and the Black Lives Matter movement videos that they're working on right now. Sorry, I had to put that plug in there for the brothers.
I got Kush TV.
Okay. But you're in tune right now with HMP TV, Helping My People Television. And we are here with Deb Rose up in Manchester. Now, we wanted to catch her at each and every event, but she's busy. So we have to catch her here now. And plus, it's the last one, so we want to find out exactly how does it feel. One, because you spoke about this a long time ago. I think we slavery remembrance. I saw you and you discussed.
Yes, back in August.
That's right.
Yes.
And now here you are at the end of the third event. How has the journey been?
The journey's been absolutely fantastic. It's been, to be totally honest, if I thought about it too much, it would not have come into being. I just thought, you know what, it's something that I need to do. People were coming down to the London events from Birmingham, so that made me think, you know what, yeah, it's time to take the event up north. And whilst we're at it, where else can I do? Let me try Manchester. So, Birmingham was fantastic. We had a turnout of about 200 people in attendance. That was a very good opening. London, which was the flagship one, the big one, that was last week, and that was absolutely amazing. Very well attended, very well received. About 300 people in attendance on that occasion. And Manchester, we're here now in Manchester, and not as busy as Birmingham. I'm now realising from Mancunians, they're letting me know that the Manchester crowd are a little bit different. People are even saying to me, even though Manchester is the third heavily populated area in the UK in regards to black people or people of African descent, it might not have necessarily have been the best place to bring the event. So I'm getting lots of other suggestions. It's still fantastic for networking and getting to know the people from the area. They've given me loads of suggestions and advice in regards to what I can do in order to improve for next time and people to get in contact with. So it's kind of like a nice, mellow closing down of the proceedings, which I'm quite grateful for because I'm absolutely shattered. I mean, just to be doing 3 events one week after the other, it's been an experience because just as we're getting ready for Birmingham, and we're almost ready for Birmingham, I still have to remember to advertise and promote for London and for Manchester. So there's all of that to take into consideration. But it's been an experience. I give thanks to everyone that's helped to make it a success. I'm very happy. I know that my assistants, they've seen the progress. They're happy with the proceedings and so forth. So I give thanks to my assistants. They've been absolutely amazing, getting up at like crazy o'clock to get on the train to get here in time to assist me. So I do appreciate that. The exhibitors, I've had exhibitors from all 3 events. So it's nice to be able to speak to them and see it from their perspective as well. So even though I know they were very happy with Birmingham, they were very happy with London, they're happy with Manchester as well. So it's nice to be able to see it from the side of from the perspective of the exhibitors as well, and the seminar presenters. I mean, I'm asking quite a lot of people. I'm asking people to take 3 Saturdays out of their month in order to help with my vision and to bring it into a reality. So I'm really happy and humbled and grateful for that. And as well as the attendees, the new and the continued support, always forever appreciated. So I'm just kind of at the end of a really long 3 weeks, happy and humbled, and also starting to kind of come down now and start to be able to just sit down and actually think about the magnitude of what it is that I attempted to do, and I feel that I executed it quite well. So yes, I'm very happy.
Well, you definitely did. Hey, you, come here. Yeah. If you see me glancing to the left of my screen, Mr. Toyin is taking over the fatherly role of putting man in shape. But you know, this young man is a headlock because he's just not. Listen, what have I told you about noise, man? You know, Daddy's doing work around here. Cool.
Playing.
Yeah, I know.
Playing. Oh.
All right, chill, relax, quiet. Okay. Or Uncle, see Uncle there eating his food. You distracted him from his food. It's goodbye.
How can you distract someone from his food?
I'm distracted.
Easily. Hey, that's the young son. Okay, we had to just bring him in. So you know, but in regards to the whole vision of what you've decided to do and to see it manifest, and it's been great because the locations, the London location, was phenomenal. The arc, the way it was laid out and centered, and then you got the thing. It was just it reminds you of the Enterprise, you know, of the saucer part, you know, because you got a bit where you go round on different levels. Definitely.
All of the exhibitors that were around, so they got a chance to see the seminars as well. Because I know some of the exhibitors, they miss out if they're just stationed in a main exhibitor room, whereas some of them may have actually wanted to have listened to some of the seminars. So it was nice to give them the option for that in regards to that venue. As to whether or not I'll use that venue again, I'm not sure, because I have received good and bad feedback in regards to that venue. So the search for perfect venues continues. I mean, I would love to be able to support our own and to hire out our own venue, but we'll see. It's all a process.
Definitely a process, but it's something that many very astute, conscious-minded, financially minded, economically minded people are starting to look into, because it's important that we have a venue of our own. And you know, it's nice to be able to sit down with certain people who can see that vision, but understand the economic aspects of how we make that a reality, and also understand that once you've got a building like that, the financial gain which can be made from just having the building. But that's something that people have been looking into right now. So hopefully we can bring that vision, not just for yourself, but many people are looking a quality venue, which would rather put money in the pockets of our own people.
And maybe, if not initially a venue, a coach. That's what I'd be looking into first and foremost, to see if that's more viable. But yeah, I think a coach, especially with what I'm doing going national and so forth, I thought it would be very beneficial for us to have a coach.
Okay, and in regards to going national, is this, so it will be national November, the 3 ends. Is this going to be a regular thing now that you've started doing the
Yes.
tour of it's going to be that way?
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, I'll be doing it again next year. I used to do Natural November in May. I'm going to stop doing that. I have stopped doing that. I didn't do one in May this year because I was focusing on the November tour. But I'll definitely go national again next year. I'll leave it in the month of November. I'll do something else in May. And maybe see if that can build up in order to go national also. And I think I will also be looking to go back and forth to Birmingham, Manchester, just do a bit more travelling within the UK and to see where else, just to do my orienteering basically and to see where would be best placed for me to continue with the tour.
Okay. Well, look, it's been an absolutely fabulous tour. We've enjoyed it as HMP TV covering, speaking to the different businesses, the different entrepreneurs who have got their stalls, the different workshops, what have been going on. It's been a full-on, you know, in regards to the amount of different stuff. We have children's workshops, chess, Dwayne Patrick's down here with the ICANN team. So there's been something for everybody here. But, you know, the key thing which I do love is the stalls and that the exchanging of finance, money between people and a chance for brands that you may never ever see or hear about, get an opportunity to showcase places like this. The sports magazine, the health magazine, FT UK, absolutely fantastic. Check that out. There's been so much stuff. You're going to see it all on the show reel of all the footage that we've got of these past 3 events. So I'd like to thank you, Deb Rose, for what you've done. Everybody here is appreciating the hard work that you've done. I know it's people see Deb Rose but don't realise there is a team behind that also help and assist. They're at the front as you enter the door. They're here to help, and you know, all the people we connected with, and hopefully you'll get those right connections across the UK so we can see this being exposed to people who don't have an opportunity to see this, and also foreign. Done a bit of work over in France not too long ago. A woman in Marseille does African culture 2016, and it's maybe connecting her with things which we take for granted, because in the interview we had with her, what we take for granted with these events, they don't have the same out in France. But they've got a lot of black creatives and so on and so forth. So maybe it's about connecting brands internationally and also working internationally across the continent of Europe and extending on into Africa. But who knows what the future holds. We'll do our part, Deb Rose will do her part, and everybody else that we're connected with will do their part. And you do your part by supporting these events when they come around. Any last words you'd like to say to our public?
Well, I'd like to say thank you to you for providing the coverage. I look forward to seeing it, and just want to say thank you once again. I'm very happy, very humbled. Not much else to say. I'm just kind of.
This is such a humble scene. You see her at these places, just cool. You know, that's Deb Rose, Natural November, but you know, such a humble sister, and she's so much on her grind when it comes to the health and well-being and. You know, the overall being of us as a people in the UK and worldwide. So we're blessed to have such a person in our midst. This is HMP TV, Helping My People Television, signing out.
Hi, my name is Godlin. My business is GDM Fashions. I'm based in Manchester, and I'm at the Natural November 2016 event, and this is my business here. I sell handbags, the big bags, the clutch bags. I also do jewelries, accessories, and I sell the fabrics as well. I source my material from different African countries: Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Ethiopia, different countries around in Africa. I design my own garments. I make scarves, I make hats, skirts, trousers, and the matching handbags to go with the outfits. I'm based in Manchester. I have a small unit at the Longside Market, Dickinson Road in Manchester. If you need to contact me, my phone number is 077 194 12719. And you can also catch me on Facebook at GDM Fashions. Thank you very much. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.
This is HMP TV, Natural November, up here in Manchester. It's been a 3-part tour. Birmingham, London, and now here we are in Manchester, and it's absolutely beautiful at the Nova Hotel. These two brothers have been on the whole journey, been kicking out the chess sessions, and you know the amount of young people you see engaged and the way they take time to teach and explain the game. And you know I'm passionate. I enjoy chess. I've just got my children into chess, my daughter especially, and someone gave us, a Star Wars collector's board, which makes it a little bit more interactive and fun, because they just want to get it out based on that, the pawns are R2D2, and it just makes it a little bit more interactive. But, in regards to chess, why is it you take the time to spend time with young children and teach, and how difficult or easy is it teaching young children? I'll start to my right.
Okay, my background is mentoring. So as a mentor, it was linking the game of chess and the benefits of chess to help me with the children that I was working with. So a lot of the parents, a lot of the teachers would say, this child finds it hard to sit still, this child doesn't think about what they're doing, and it was a way of helping the child deal with consequences, focus their thoughts, think about what they're doing, and it's just that slow down and process what you're doing. And then on the benefits for me as a teacher is that children naturally engage in the game. So for me to want to play with them and for them to want to learn, it makes it easy. So
okay, and for yourself?
Well, my background is I used to teach in an African-centered Saturday school for black children. So I wanted to be able to create something or be a part of something that would get the children to be able to critically think and focus. That was like my main thing. So taking up chess and seeing how to apply how each piece moves, how they would need to think before they move. I connected that with things that would happen in their life. So it like what would be happening in mainstream school. Certain moves that I would make, I would show them, look, when it comes to like engaging with your teacher, getting in trouble, you can't keep making the same moves twice, because they see that. So the chess teaches about life. So for me, that was the attracting thing about it, that you could connect each of the pieces and connect it to life.
And what's the youngest age which you'll find can take a really focused interest in chess? Because obviously you can be a wide range of obviously ages, but what age would you recommend that a child really starts getting involved in chess?
I think the recommended age for chess is 5-6 years old, depending on where the child is as well. If it's a child that likes board games and is able to focus, then 4 years old they can get it. But the way we teach chess is more of a classroom environment, and in that classroom environment you have children of different ages. So in a classroom environment with children with different ages, 6 to 14 is the target area when it comes to learning chess. But on a one-to-one basis at home, a child can learn chess at 4 years old.
And you both touched on some really good points in regards to, you talking about the focus and that aspect. You were talking about tying it in with life's experiences and so on and so forth. Do you find that children who are more engaged in things like chess clubs, maybe learning musical instruments and things like that, do you find there's a difference with that type of child to children who maybe do not engage in such activities? And and the evidence that becomes a testament to the kind of work that you do in regards to changing the mindset of these young children as they become young teenagers on into adults. Do you find there's a difference?
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice to hear what we both have to say on that one. But for me, the main thing is the message to get across to the parents. And the message to get across to the parents is, look for a wide range of activities for your children to do, and whatever your child engages in or what they naturally draw to, and then use that activity to help them in other areas of development. So for some children it is football, for some children it is boxing, For some children, it is chess. Do you know what I mean? Whatever it is, you got, and we've just created another opportunity because there's not many black men or black people teaching chess to black children. Do you know what I mean? So there's that element to it as well.
Well, for me, like, I think that's very important, and I wanted to kind of go over a chess analogy that we tend to use a lot, and I introduced this to parents. The family environment is very important, so we'll use the pawn as an example. The objective of the pawn is to get to the other side of the board. When the pawn gets to the other side of the board, it gets promoted to any piece that it wants except the king. Most people go for the queen. Now, when the pawn is going on that journey, there are other pieces that are used to help protect that pawn getting that up to the other side of the board. Now, I use this as a teaching for the young children that it is our responsibility as black people to protect you, yeah? And how we're protecting you is we're passing on lessons. So after every game, everything is reset, yeah? But that journey is still continuing. They're still continuing. They're still on that journey to get to that other side of that board. Yeah. When they get to that other side of that board, they would have got the lessons from us. Yeah. When they get their lesson from us, they're able to move accordingly. Yeah. With strategic thinking, because we would have passed on that from how all the pieces move, because they're moving strategically. Yeah, the pawn is just moving forward. It's moving forward. It may capture a piece here and there. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like it's getting practice. It's almost like it's getting practice. But when it gets to the other side of that board, yeah, and it gets promoted, that's about adulthood. You understand? So those are the lessons that we pass on. And through that adulthood, it also teaches teamwork. And I'm very big on teaching the children about teamwork, teaching the children about having a brotherhood, having young family members together, yeah, connecting together. These are some of the things that we need to do. So I connect the chessboard to our culture because that's very important. Yeah. So from my perspective, that's what I tend to do.
Okay, and finally, just to wrap up, you mentioned something very important, key about not many black men who teach chess. I know Brother Davis, Love Just a Bird, he does chess. Is Richard Weeks? I know he does chess. He's been doing it for many years, and it's nice to see some more brothers coming up in that. Where are you based if people want to find you or find out more about? Because it's not just the chess; it's the life lessons. The life lessons which are taught through chess. So it's more than just a game; it's more an application tool to preparation of life, especially the way that it's delivered coming out of these two corners. So if people want to find out more about your chess classes, where they can find you, how they can get involved, where would they go?
I'm based in Birmingham, so our headquarters is Malika House in Birmingham, and that's 81 George Street, Lascelles, Birmingham. 81 George Street, Lascelles, Birmingham, and that's Malika House. I'm there every Wednesday. We run a chess club there.
Every Wednesday, from what time?
4 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, and is there any social media they can find you, or just make your way down to the spot?
At the moment, it's more, I'm underground at the moment, building upwards. So come down to Malika House, we'll have a conversation and get involved.
Well, hopefully we can help build the journey and get more people involved, especially from Birmingham, make your way down there. And yourself?
Well, I'm the London branch of Mind Over Body, and there's two. I usually do chess on the weekends. So Saturday I do it at Mama Africa Culture Shop, which is 282 High Road, Leighton. Yeah, I'm there on Saturdays from 3 o'clock to 5 p.m. And then on Sundays I'm at the Mary Seacole Centre, which is Clapham Library, that's 91 Clapham High Street, Clapham. And I'm there from 1 o'clock to 2:30.
Okay, well, make sure if you're in London, in Birmingham, you are blessed with the opportunity to get involved, not just in the game of chess. If anyone's looking at it and think it's a game of chess, it's far more. I've always been a chess player. I learned to play chess at my local library when I was young. How many years I've played chess? I haven't played it for a long time now, so I know I can be easily defeated by some. But so they can say when I shake off some of them cobwebs. But it's a beautiful game. I mean, it's a play. I used to play. I mean, we used to play it for hours. And then sometimes we used to play it in the breaks, lunch breaks and stuff. And we used to play a game called speed chess. You're not allowed to think. You just have to move quick, and it's so much ways. But application to life, forward thinking, and so on and so forth. And it's best shown here, especially when it's coming from people who are very Afrocentric. They've got a whole nother dimension to add to it for the growth of your child or your children. So do try and check them out, either in Birmingham or in London. And the company's called again?
Mind Over Body Chess Academy.
Mind Over Body Chess Academy. Do check them out. Peace. We'll be following them slowly. And you know, what made you get involved with Natural November or be down here?
I heard about Natural November, and I just saw it as a brand that's growing and doing really good work. And we're also a brand that's growing, doing really good work. So it's about moving forward with the right people. So thank you for the opportunity, Deborah's and Natural November. And we look forward to the work we do in the future.
Cool. We look forward to too. Any last words?
Well, you're going to see a lot more of us when it comes to Mind Over Body. We do annual tournaments. Every year we've done 3. Expect to see us in London for 2017. We're going to have our big annual tournament. I also have a student right here. This student, this one right here, his name is Kwesi Abraham. He was one of my first students that I teach. He passed away in June, and we're going to be doing a tournament called the Car Tournament in his memory in February of 2017. So we're going to be doing that. It's like a rites of passage type tournament. So we're going to be doing that.
And make sure you let us know about that HMP TV so we can assist you in honouring the young man's name by way of the work that you're going to be doing. Okay? With that, this is HMP TV, Helping My People Television. We're signing out.
Hi, my name is Susan. Design name Suje, and this is Natural November in Manchester. My business is called Urbanised Neckwear, and it's a contemporary take on the neck scarf. So it's adding a unique, if you like, edgy take on your contemporary, what you would call a neck scarf. The idea is that you wear something plain, boring, but you can give it life with an item of neckwear, which is a very architectural style and design. I'm based in Huddersfield. I've been doing this for 4 months, and so far this is the furthest it's taken me. I've got lots of different designs, lots of different styles. I've got very classic designs made out of classic fabrics, Prince of Wales check, stripes, pinstripes, all sorts of various different things. And I've also got lots of African inspired fabrics, dashiki, Ankara, there's even kente cloth designs as well. Some famous people have worn my designs. Judith Jacobs is one, also Mr. Levi Roots as well. So far, in the 4 months, I've really enjoyed the experience. I'm enjoying meeting like-minded people from across the country, and hopefully Urbanised Neckwear will go from strength to strength. Please check out my website, which is urbanisedneckwear.com. Here it goes, urbanisedneckwear.com, and hopefully you will enjoy and like what you see. Thank you.
This is HMP TV over here in Manchester, Novotel Hotel. We are with Dion from D Natural. It's been a long time since I've had a chat with her. I think last time was when I was representing for GKTV. I'd like to say a big shout out to the crew out there working hard with those music videos right now, pushing them out. But you're down here today. We know you do your own event, but you're here. You've been at the tour across Birmingham, London, and now Manchester. You've had your stall, but not only you had your stall, you've had your workshops. Okay, so what is it that you do in your workshops? Because people may know you about seeing the natural hair t-shirts and then beautiful styles, but what else do you do around natural hair?
Well, today we had our natural hair workshop, which was about loving your natural hair. So we empower women to appreciate their hair. So I cover history, where our hair comes from different parts of Africa with the different types of styles, so they can see the kind of styles that they're wearing now, they were actually represented by our ancestors centuries ago. So I make a connection, and I make a connection in regards to how you manage your hair, how our ancestors used
their hair to communicate with each other, to identify with each other, and it was really important. So I'm trying to get across the education part of natural hair, not just, wearing natural hair, so people have got a better understanding so they can teach their children also.
I mean, there is a large revivalist movement around the natural hair movement at the moment. As a matter of fact, when I went out to Cuba maybe two or 3 months ago, I just missed their first natural hair expo that they had out there. And across the world, you're starting to get more of a movement towards natural hair. France. How do you find this movement growing, especially in the UK? Because obviously the weaves and wig shops are still phenomenal, making phenomenal money. I'd like to say a big shout out to Zandy over in South London, who is trying to change that, or at least bring that money back into the black community. But how do you find the movement in London going?
Yeah. I think it's growing, and I do feel those hair shops, those especially the Asian shops, they are losing money, because I feel that a lot of people want to go back to natural, because obviously you're born with natural hair, but they want to go back to natural because it's more healthier for their hair. And they find once you have the education and you can manage your hair, they realize that actually I can do this, because I think what it is, it's about education, because a lot of people don't know what to do with their hair. So a lot of people wear weave not because they just want to wear weave to be white or look white. They wear weave because it's a protective style, and because they don't know what to do with their natural hair. There are some others that wear weave for different reasons, but the ones that wear it for protective style and don't know what to do with their hair, that's when I come in, because I tell them how they can manage their hair, what kinds of steps they can do to be able to wear their natural hair free without having to wear it in weave all the time. So there is more and more people growing and becoming natural.
And so maybe we could have a possible show around natural hair on HMP TV exclusively. Can I get that? Can I get that signed up right now?
Yep, definitely.
You heard that right here. So the natural hair show you're going to get on HMP TV with this lady, D Naturals, and so on and so forth. Well, look, I know you want to go and catch Mr. Mohammed, but if people want to find out more about your workshops, what you do, not only that, but also your clothing and stuff, how can people get in contact with you?
Okay, you can get me on my website. That's www.dnaturals.com or .uk. And we're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, even radio station now. We're on Slam FM on Thursdays 9 to 11. I'm on all the social medias. We do our workshops in Wembley and in Tooting. I'm going to be announcing the dates for the new year. So, just stay tuned to my Facebook, because that's when we put the dates in, and I email people as well, because we've got an emailing list. So yeah, we're going to be doing big things next year, so I'm really excited about that.
Well, definitely, and I'm so happy that we've just confirmed that she's going to be part of the team. We're going to sit down, work out how we can best give you a show where you can learn about your natural hair, how to look after your natural hair, and how to maybe encourage others to take on board the natural hair. So even if we can just start taking money out of Asian people's pockets and keeping it our own, so we can develop other stuff in our communities, which is more necessary. That in itself is a goal what needs to be achieved, because right now we're a laughing stock based on our hair. And as you said, not because because the easiest attack is you women, you just want to look like white people, mate, but it's not. You speak to people, some people generally say, look, I just haven't got the time for this in the morning, or I've got to present myself to a certain way at work, and not realizing the amount of potential what can be done with the hair. So we're gonna hook this up. Yes,
yeah, definitely.
We're definitely going to hook this up on HMP TV. So make sure you keep it locked and check us out. We'll be able to post all the details. You'll be able to find out more about their workshops and where you can find their great range of products, which you've seen up and down on the screen as we've been here today. Any last words?
I will say one thing: if you do buy products for your hair, for your natural hair, if you can't spell it, do not, or read it, do not buy it, because that's a lot of chemicals that you're putting in your hair. The first 5 ingredients are the most important ingredients. And I will say thank you for all my supporters out there, because without you, we wouldn't be doing this. And we really appreciate the love, especially from you guys, from Deb Rose for giving me the platform. We appreciate everyone. So thank you so much.
And do check out Zandy's Hair Care. There's one in Lewisham and one in Peckham, where you can actually speak to people who actually know about your hair, care about your hair, and you may want the regular goods, but they've also got another range of goods which are being made by UK-based and American-based, more conscious-minded people who are not putting negative products into the hair and creating products which are far more superior. So if you go and check her out, that's Zandy's Hair Care, and we're going to link up this whole hair on HMP TV. We're going to link up this whole hair thing. The H is going to stand for hair, okay? Right here. Okay, with that, this is HMP TV, Helping My People Television, rolling out. Peace. This is Natural November. We're up here in Manchester, absolutely beautiful city with beautiful people. We've caught this beautiful lady here, and she's going to tell us what she feels about Natural November and how she's found today.
I found it quite exciting, actually. I'm glad that something like this has come to Manchester, and it's been a good day.
And how about the stalls? Because a lot of the products that you see on the stalls, you will not find in most of your regular shops. So how do you find it in regards to finding or being able to access products like the black dolls, the black colouring books, the jewellery? How important do you find these events for that kind of stuff?
I was particularly looking at the herbs because I don't like buying herbs off online, and I saw a stall there that was selling quite a few herbs, so I was really interested in that, so I think that's a good thing.
And you can talk to the people as well, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. They're approachable. Everybody was welcoming, and I'm going to go back in the marketplace and go and buy some products before the end of the evening.
Right, okay, well, if you see anything nice what you think would be work for me, don't feel no way. You can spend whatever you like. I don't have a budget, but we'd appreciate that. So shall I just wait here patiently while you're going to buy me something?
Yeah.
I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. You're like,
yeah,
okay.
That's right, you will be.
But hopefully, they're definitely looking to come back around next time round. And in regards to events like these, are there any events like this which happens in Manchester on a regular basis?
I wouldn't say on a regular basis. There's one or two happening in December, but I don't think it's quite as unique as this one. So I think, if you come back next year, I think you'll, once the word is out and people know more about it, then yes, people will be involved. I too would like to get involved. I think it's, it's a good forum to set for the marketplace for black people, and just to let people know what we're about and what we're doing. There's so many businesses out there, but they haven't got the exposure, and I think this Natural November exposes that and gives people the chance to actually showcase their work. I was particularly interested also in some of the children's books, and I spoke to a young person there, and he said he's going to have more books available that pertaining to black young girls, because that's what I was interested in. So he said, yes, we've got books written, but they're not printed yet. So I look forward to that next year. Cool.
Well, do remember where it's happening at Natural November up here in Manchester. I'd like to thank the sister, and as we say over and over again, support events like this is important. We need your support. Hopefully Natural November next year in Manchester will be a much bigger affair, and as the sister said, much more people coming down. But once again, it's about getting that awareness out there and people realising. So keep it locked to HMP TV, Helping My People Television, because you'll be able to see that footage and see what you're missing. Peace, we're out of here.
This is Natural November in Manchester. My name is Nana. This is my business. I sell handmade jewellery made to inspire self-love in those that wear them. It's been a good event. It's my first Natural November event, and I'm happy to be here with HMP TV. You can find me on Instagram at Nana O Creations. That's NANAOHHH Creations, and the same on Facebook.
This is HMP TV. I'm with the, I'm going to say elder statesman, like the love for this brother. Last time I saw him was at Slavery Remembrance Day, where he spoke on the stage there in Trafalgar Square, if I'm correct.
That's right.
Between now and then, I'd seen little previews of him as he was doing his stuff up on YouTube, and he had these regular posts. And then we haven't seen so much of Toyin. We're going to find out why, okay? Why have we not seen so much of you? And you're a figure who's about, but I know your Facebook and that has been a bit slower than it usually is. Your YouTube post has been a bit slower. What is it you've been up to?
Fair enough. Well, I just started a PhD, so I'm studying gentrification and activism in East London. Right, okay. And there's
a course called Gentrification and Activism in East London, or that's...
the discipline is anthropology, but I've made a project and I've decided that I'm going to be studying what is activism, and I'm going to be looking at gentrification in East London, because that's the area that I know. I was born there, I lived there, and I'm not happy with what's happening, so I kind of want to do some academic research into it so we can use it to kind of like fix any problems that are emerging.
Cool. And how's that journey taken you, and how does that conflict with that? Because obviously people know you as a speaker, people are getting quite used to your YouTube posts and you're highlighting as very, very specific issues what was occurring. Will this kind of tie in along the journey, or right now obviously taking precedence?
It's a challenge. I think you've identified the problem. I mean, yes, I'm missing making the posts. You know, I haven't been on any of the social media networks for quite a while, probably a couple of months and stuff, and I still want to keep doing it. So I'm trying to find a way that I can, when I'm in the field, incorporate my activism, because it is about activism, with my community work as well. But this is still community work. It's just a different type of community work. But I am missing being out on roads. That's why it's great being here.
Okay, well, I mean, there's a couple of things we're dealing with. One, the gentrification of East London, which is that's where I come from, seeing it happen. I mean, sometimes if you're a household and you think, oh, great, I wish it would come to my neighbourhood. But then, if you look at the wider community and how it affects the wider community, then there's bigger issues, especially when it separates, you know, maybe a community and starts diversifying them out to different places, and you lose that cohesion. And you spoke about the diversion in East London and activism, which you are a known activist. Those subjects which you're studying at the moment, are they the subjects that you really want to start getting your teeth into when you're ready, when you finish, when you're qualified? Or is there other things in your bow which you also want to address?
There's always other stuff. Those are kind of like the hub. Perhaps the activism part of it is because I'm always looking to kind of encourage people to get more involved, to do more community work. And one of the things I'm kind of identifying is that not everybody who self-defines an activist, or people who don't self-define as activists, who are activists. That's what I should really be saying. So I'm still looking to do my Pan-Africanism. I'm still looking to do all my informal education sessions. I'm still going to be working with anti-university exhibitions and stuff. But activism is the glue, I think, that kind of deals with all that stuff.
Cool. Well, look, I know that time is short and we're trying to squeeze as many people. Usually with the camera team, last people out, everyone's giving us bad looks. We're trying to roll out differently. We're trying to roll out differently today. But is there any last words you'd like to say in regards to the stuff that you do have? Even though you haven't posted for a while, is your YouTube page still up and running? People can actually go and find it and look at your previous posts and, you know, catch some of your wise words of wisdoms that you've posed. I was going to say the same thing, but no, seriously. You know, people did start getting into you. I know you started doing it, and you are a well-respected figure amongst activists. You know, for the stuff that you've done, and you know, people would miss maybe not seeing you, but you're able to come back with a whole renewed thing, and especially with the knowledge base, which a PhD will bring to the table to be able to really take the activism to another level. Is that what you're really looking to do? And if you do, how would that manifest?
Well, the radio station's still running. I mean, so you can still hear like the podcasts and programs that I've done, even though some of them are a couple of years old, they're still so relevant. Like I said, I'm still going to be around. Maybe not as frequent, but the PhD just is really kind of like crystallizing and kind of like locking in the work that I'm doing. I mean, the main thing that I want to do is what I'm doing here, being at something like Natural November, which is such a positive community event, and actually being here, supporting, seeing all the young entrepreneurs, all the people kind of moving this culture movement forward. For me, it's a mixture of that. Being here physically on the ground, even though people don't see me online, that's just as important as some of those video posts that I do there as well. Because in reality, the situation is, it's like, you know, we are all we got. You know, we have to support each other's endeavours. The work that you're doing, Rob, I mean, I'm seeing it myself. It's like, it's fantastic, it's empowering. You see the energy that our community has, and you see what happens is that if we don't cover it, if we don't talk about it, if we don't let people take pictures and images, it's like there's another side of the community that will say that nothing's happening. There is no community, there is no positivity, and we know firsthand that that's not true. So I see this as all part of the same gauntlet. The PhD is not more important than my work on road. And you know, there was a fantastic. I mean, I think you interviewed the brothers doing some chess with the young children. People don't see that, but that kind of stuff where you're teaching our children to think strategically, long term, that's magnificent. As well as, of course, what Sister Dobrose is doing here.
Of course, and that's a great thing about this whole event and the different aspects of this event has had, and they've just run so smoothly as well. Obviously, you know, there's a bit of pressure behind the scenes, what nobody sees, but from the surface, it's just run so smoothly. The venues have been great, and the people who have come down to these events have been great. It's been great to see Toyin Hopefully it won't be another like 3 or 4 months before we buck each other again. But we're on that circuit, and we keep seeing our family members on the circuit. And the great thing is, then family members are still doing that work to make the situation better, not only for us now, but even more so for the generations of children which are coming up, to be able to have access to things that we never had when we was growing up as a children. And it's very important that we protect these things, because as we build them, there's always someone waiting to tear them down, either people who look like us or people who don't look like us. So we have to be vigilant on our guard to make sure that once we start to build and develop these institutions, they remain strong. And that's the great thing about working with people like Toy and Deb Rose, Mark Charmaine, and I'll throw myself in the mix, and various other people out there doing what they need to do for their community. This is HMP TV, Helping My People Television. We're signing out. Peace. This is HMP TV. You got myself representing, as we do, up here in Manchester, beautiful city. We're here with some beautiful Mancunians who have come and enjoyed today's event. We just want to find out, how did you find the event today?
Oh, I found the event absolutely amazing from a holistic point of view. So psychologically, emotionally, physically, definitely spiritually. I would say I'm just on a high, basically.
And what would you say the best part of the event was, what you found? Because obviously there's different aspects of the event. There's workshops, there's the stalls, there's the food. What did you find the best part?
For me personally, it was the spiritual healing workshop. I just thought Sister Amanetta, she was absolutely amazing in terms of how she, her way of delivering the aspects of the spiritual wealth that we have within us. And I also liked Brother Bam. I call him Brother Bam because basically he, again, it was like the next step. It was like dealing with the inner self first, but he also dealt with that side of things, but equated it to how we could be successful, meet our dreams and our goals and so forth. I thought it was absolutely, just the whole day was brilliant. People sharing their life, short stories. There's just a beautiful energy and a beautiful vibe in it. And I have to say, I truly resonate with some of the things that came out of the workshops and the general day itself.
Okay, well, you heard it there, brothers and sisters in Manchester. The spot to be next year, when you see that symbol, Natural November, when that turns up in your neighbourhood, you know to be down here. Hopefully you would have checked out the footage, HMP TV online. You would have been able to have a look at the footage and understand what you've missed, and also get a lot of this feedback.
And can I just say thank you to Natural November and all the stall holders and the whole event that took the time and the energy to come out here to spend time with us and share with us their gifts, their talents, their wealth of energy with us here in Manchester. Thank you very much.
And it was a pleasure. Look, this is HMP TV signing out. We're going to start packing away now and get ready to roll out and back down that M1 back to London. But it's been beautiful down there. I've had my children down there. They're running around like mad people right now. And that's the beautiful thing about this event, where people can just enjoy themselves. So between now and then, peace. Make sure you keep it locked. HMP TV, Helping My People Television, on Facebook, on YouTube, online. Look for us. We're covering all community business.
See you next year.
I'm done. See you next year. Peace. This is HMP TV, Natural November. We are here with a stall holder. And are you local?
No, I'm from Birmingham.
From Birmingham? Okay,
yes.
okay. And tell us a little bit about your stall first and the products that you sell.
Right. The company name is OO Skincare, and the product's a bit more broader than just skincare. So we look at natural skincare, of course, health and well-being, nutrition. So we've got colloidal products that you can take internally that ultimately have an impact on, how your skin looks and your overall well-being. We've got tea, soursop, guinea hen, a whole raft of teas. We need to get back to the traditional ways in which we healed ourselves, and those through good nutrition and good living and having a laugh like we've had done today.
Most definitely, and that's the great thing about this event. It has been fun. Have you been at all 3 Natural Novembers, or is it just this one you've been at?
No, I've been to all 3. This is my first time exhibiting with Natural November, and it's been really a great experience. It's been a learning for me as a business owner and my partner as well. So it's been good.
And what would you say the best experience you've had at Natural November has been across the 3 workshops? Is it a store that you liked? Is it a particular workshop? What has been the best thing about Natural November you found? for this year?
Okay, I think the networking amongst stallholders and just to see the vast quantity and the talent that we have, and I think for me also the platform that's been built for many of us to showcase our products, that for me has been the highlight. We know that it started off in London, and London's the home for Natural November, and just really happy and glad that Deb Rose and the team have brought it further afield, and it's just for people in Birmingham and Manchester, Leeds, Leicester, Nottingham, UK wide to really get behind platforms such as this one, because when we get together there's such a vibe and such an energy from an empty space to just full of life and heat and just like creativity and all of that. It's been great.
The energy is fabulous. I mean, I love these type of events, whether it's Black History Studies, Natural November, all those who put on the events. I love going to them. I love the synergy between our people as we get together. The media will portray when we come together in a certain light, but we have so much events like this what happen across the UK, across London, not only here, across the world. I was in a place in Marseille not too long ago where just the energy of when we come together is just so positive, so lovely. The children running up and down, everyone handling their business and networking. It's just beautiful. So look, we'd like to thank you for showcasing your products. Make sure you check out the products. Once again, your email address, website, anything else?
I'll give you the contact details. It's www.oohskincare, and I'll spell that for you. It's OOOH skincare.com. Go on our Facebook, which is Ooh Skincare, and like us, and we'll be in contact.
Okay, make sure you do that. Make sure you get in contact. Make sure you get some skincare, but it's not just skincare. There's a lot more to it. A lot more that we need as a people. Support, spend and finance. Stop giving our money to Asians who do not care about us, do not care about what we put on our skin, do not care what we put on our face and what we put in our mouths, and try and seek those who have your best interests at heart and your health at heart and your family at heart.
Can I just add one more point, and props to you, because having seen the interview with yourself and Deb Rose, it's prompted me to come on to the tour. So it's really props to media like yourself who are putting this information out there, because we love to watch things, and when we see something tangible, we're more inclined to come. So well done to you as well.
Well, I'm not going to take all the props for that. I will as a speaker, but I'd like to give thanks to my GKTV team who started this journey in taking visual media to a whole nother level. I've always got their back, and I know right now they're concentrating on a lot of visual music. That's a passion that the team have had from a long time ago, and now they're putting that into place. So we're just filling up the gaps behind in regards to the event. So I'd like to say a big shout out to their team, and look what it's done. It's got this person to now come up and be part of the stall. So black media is imperative to who and what we are as a people, and changing the narrative which is put out there, and I'm proud to be a part of that alongside the many others who are taking up, I'm talking about Black Ice Entertainment and many others who are picking up the mantle of black media. Peace, HMP TV, helping my people television, out of here. This is HMP TV in Manchester. We're here with a beautiful Mancunian lady. She's going to tell us a little bit about how she found this event in Manchester today. How did you find Natural November?
Hello, my name's Solidra McKay. Well, today was informative, vibrant, and Manchester people, please come and support our own African events, please.
What did you find best about today? Because obviously you had workshops, you had the stall selling all the African finery, jewellery and so on. So what did you find best about the whole event?
I think what I found really good was that there was a series of workshops for the children. Also the wealth building workshop. In fact, all the workshops were informative, spiritual health, well-being, and we had poetry, and as I said earlier on, the stalls were varied, prices were well placed, team was helpful, it's been supportive. If people who have got disabilities come in, there was a lot of support for people like me because I'm on crutches at the moment, so it was worth coming.
So Next time, we'll be back up here next year. Deb Rose is going to be running the event right up here. So to my fellow brothers and sisters up here in Manchester, we would greatly appreciate that you come out, drop whatever you're doing and just enjoy the day. It's been a beautiful day. I've had my children away. The children have been running up and down, enjoying the workshops. And we have so much of this in London. So many different people putting on events. It's a regular thing where you've actually become used to it. My children are very used to the events, where they're going to be. They know the people, they know the children. And it's very important we have this up here, not only in the Midlands, but also up north, so that we can share that unity and that, because you've got businesses from London, you've got businesses from Birmingham, you've got businesses from Manchester, and they can network.
That's right, which is important. Networking is important because we're talking about building wealth, and building wealth equals power. We can use that collective economy to make changes for our community, and that's why we're here.
That's exactly why we're here. Look, this is HMP TV, Helping My People Television, signing out. I'd like to thank this beautiful sister for taking the time to tell fellow brothers and sisters in Manchester to make sure Keep It Natural November next year, 2017. Peace.
Thank you.
Manchester, Sankara, my friend from years. Listen, hey, we're finally up. For all the years that I've known you, and always spoke about Manchester, you finally get me down here. We're in your hometown now. You've been up here a week, chilling, as you said. I won't say too much. I know you never said these words to the mum, really. Big talk to me. But listen, we're in your hometown, Manchester, Natural November. How'd you find the event today?
Oh, I think I'm so pleased with the event today. I'm so proud that Natural November could come to my hometown and that the people who attended were able to actually get a gist of what Natural November is all about. I think it was a great debut in Manchester. Well done, Deb Rose. I'm so proud to have been assisting her. And I will continue to keep assisting her. I believe in this event, and I believe that Manchester can benefit loads from this event. So next time it comes to town, which I'm sure it will be coming to town, I want to see Manchester come out not only as attendees but also as exhibitors as well. Yeah, so wonderful.
Well, we did look for as many exhibitors as we could find. Each city we've gone to, we've tried to find the local exhibitors first before we get a chance to speak to everybody else, just to make sure they get represented. And there was a few up here. I think Huddersfield, which is not too far outside of Manchester also, but it's up north, and obviously there is a lot more entrepreneurs up here which we need to get in events and realise that they've got a place to showcase. In regards to yourself, you've been very busy with your photography. We've seen what you've been doing, for Natural November and everything. But how is your stuff that you're doing? I know that you also entrepreneurial and make lots of bits and pieces. Are you still making the bags? I see you've got bits and pieces around you. And every time I tend to see these bits, I always usually think that they're made by yourself, because you usually do make a lot of stuff. Are you still doing that?
I am still making loads of bits and pieces, but I'm also a patron of the arts. I'm also a patron of the artisans, should I say. So, yes, while I do make earrings and I still sell fabric, I do want to be championing people who are around me who are making things themselves. So my skincare products, if I'm not making them myself, I know exactly the person who's making it for me. My jewellery, I'm not a silversmith, but if I'm designing it, I'm making sure that I'm taking it to one of our artisans to fashion it together. So yes, I'm kind of living my philosophy really, which is to turn my hand to as many things as possible, and if I can't, then I'm reaching out to people who look like me, who can do what I want better than I can do it.
Hey. Simple. You pay a smarter man to do what you can't. Simple thing. Love that philosophy. But look, this sister's a beautiful sister. It's a big pleasure to come down to our hometown. We're not going to shoot off straight away. I've got the children here with me today, so we're going to go and explore a little bit of Manchester, grab a little food to eat before we jump on that motorway back there. I might be able to get some recommendations from my sister right here. But look, my sister Sankara.
Peace.
Lovely sister here. This is HMP TV signing out. This is HMP TV Manchester. We've said it before, beautiful event, beautiful people, and here we are with one of our locals who's first time come down to this event. Tell me what you thought about the event today.
Oh, I thought it was really beautiful, well organised, like the venue. Manchester doesn't really have these types of events, so it's much needed just to have the kids to see, because I've got a little boy, just to see us as a community come together and do something positive is really nice. Yeah.
And what was the best part of the event? Because obviously you've got different workshops, you've got children's workshops, you've also got the stalls which have a wide range of products. What do you like best about this type of event?
Well, when I found out about Natural November, I actually specifically came for the ICANN project, which is the motivational project for kids. Like I said, I've got a little boy, so I came out for that. That was brilliant. The stalls were really good. Caught myself a little something. And got a load of business cards to keep in touch, good networking, as usual when we all get together.
And it's beautiful because when people think of black people coming together, it's always portrayed on the TV usually in a negative light, or people think just maybe funerals or weddings. But there are events like this where it brings people together. You can hear the children running up and down, having a great time, getting to know new people, adults getting to know new people and connecting up and down the country. So what advice would you give for Mancunians for next year when Natural November turns up on their door?
Come down. Definitely come down, come support, come buy, come support black businesses, spend your money, network. There's food here, beautiful people to see. A lot of books as well that you can take away for children, which again, I think the access to things a lot of the time with things that are black owned or black made by black people, you have to sort of research and study and Google and get it from abroad or whatever. But there's so much going on here in the UK that we can support and patronise, yeah.
Okay, so do remember HMP TV. If you want to see this event not in its entirety, London, Birmingham and Manchester, all the interviews we've had with the different stalls, all the interviews we've had with the workshops, and if you want to see Dwayne Patrick's ICANN programme, what we're working in conjunction with him, turning the ICANN project into an actual TV show for young children, do check out HMP TV, Helping My People Television, making things happen. So I'd like to thank you, my sister, for taking the time to come and stand here with us while we draw down a few fellow Mancunians to get some of the information. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Peace.
We are choosing these companies because they have been fair in their hiring policies, and we are choosing them because they can begin the process of saying they are going to support the needs and the rights of these men who are on strike. And then they can move on downtown and tell Mayor Loeb to do what is right. And not only that, we've got to strengthen black institutions. I call upon you to take your money out of the banks downtown and deposit your money in Tri-State Bank. We want a bank-in movement in Memphis. Go by the Savings and Loan Association. I'm not asking you something that we don't do ourselves in SCLC. Judge Hooks and others will tell you that we have an account here in the Savings and Loan Association from the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. We are telling you to follow what we are doing. Put your money there. You have 6 or 7 black insurance companies here in the city of Memphis. Take out your insurance there. We want to have an insurance in. Now, these are some practical things that we can do. We begin the process of building a greater economic base. And at the same time, we are putting pressure where it really hurts. I ask you to follow through here. Now let me say as I move to my conclusion that we've got to give ourselves to this struggle until the end. Nothing would be more tragic than to stop at this point in Memphis. We've got to see it through. When we have our march, you need to be there. If it means leaving work, if it means leaving school, be there. Be concerned about your brother. You may not be on track, but either we go up together or we go down together. Let us develop a kind of dangerous unselfishness